Does this now make you the greatest player of all time? Are you now the GOAT?
Hey guys, this is Dominique Wilkins.
Hey, this is Sean Kemp.
This is Gary Payton.
Hey, this is Pau Gasol.
NBA fans, what's up? This is Vince Carter here.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt Barnes. If you're an old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean David.
Hello and good day to you all. Welcome back to the Basketball Time Machine. My name is Sean David and I welcome you to your weekly dose of old school NBA basketball. Today's episode will be a little bit different and probably my most hated video of all time because I will explain to you why, in my opinion, LeBron James passing Kareem Abdul Jabbar in the all-time scoring list doesn't mean a thing. But before we start with that, let me ask you guys for a small favor. If you some way, somehow still enjoy this episode, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I would say enough of that. Let's get right into it.
You always ask people, who you compare to Mike? I don't compare anybody to Mike, but if I had to answer the question, Kobe is the closest thing to Mike.
Is LeBron close to surpassing MJ in your book?
No, definitely top three. I think he wants to pass up Kareem. Because if he passes up Kareem in point, we all got to shut the hell up. He going to have 4 rings. We already passed up Kobe, we already passed up Mike. Now he passed up Kareem. So if that don't make him the greatest basketball player is, I don't know, what we talking about.
Coming to the end of the third quarter. LeBron James, a shot in history.
And 3 in the Super Bowl, and you must reward the wins.
Okay, so let's go through who those wins were against. So 4 and 6 for LeBron in NBA Finals. 3 losses came to the Warriors. 2 of the Warriors were maybe the greatest team we've ever seen in a game of basketball. Kevin Durant,
actually.
No, 2. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry,
the
and
loss.
Klay
Yes,
Thompson.
for sure. That was the one. Yes.
Okay, all right, 2.
The only reason I discuss it is because people occasionally ask, and I always get annoyed at the question because I'm appalled that anybody would think I'm going to change my mind based on what I saw. There's nothing to discuss here. 10-time scoring champion, 9-time All-NBA defensive team, undefeated in 6 NBA Finals appearances, all MVPs of all 6 NBA Finals. LeBron has 6 losses. LeBron didn't show up in 1 NBA Finals, which was against Dallas.
LeBron, last question. I said at the beginning of the show, I wish that I would have had this moment, the chance to pass up Kareem. You now pass up Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I know what my attitude would have been. Does this now make you the greatest player of all time? Are you now the GOAT?
I'm gonna let everybody else, decide who that is or just talk about it. But it's great. It's great barbershop talk.
MJ is the GOAT of all GOATs, no matter the sport. Take it or shake it.
Take it.
Take that.
Yeah, it's something different, man. It's just Michael Jordan.
So where do I start? Now, before I start with my points, I just want to say LeBron James is an incredible player. And it should not come across like I'm hating on this guy. He should be in everyone's top 10 list, probably in everyone's top 5 list. There's no arguing that this guy is a sensational basketball player. But listening to what many people say now and even listening to what NBA legends have to say, analysts, journalists have to say, that LeBron James surpassed Michael Jordan in being the greatest player of all time, I have a huge problem with that. And it took me 2 hours to stomach that whole process and to calm down that I'm not getting too emotional on that because Jordan's just my guy for so many years. Except for the first 6 years of my life, every year after that I spent studying basketball, learning the game, understanding the game. I've been a coach for many, many years. I absorbed everything that has to do with NBA basketball. So I watched Jordan play in his prime and I watched LeBron James playing in his prime. And when people say that LeBron officially has surpassed Michael Jordan now that he's the all-time scorer, I'm just wondering, since when is scoring the decision maker when it comes to greatness? If it was scoring then Wilt Chamberlain has to be the greatest player of all time. Why? Because he's the only guy who ever averaged 50 points per game. But nobody's talking about him being the greatest of all time. And if scoring is the decision maker, then Kareem Abdul Jabbar should have been the greatest of all time for the past 38 years. And I know that there are many people saying that Kareem was the greatest player of all time. Not as many as Jordan, but many people still said that Kareem is the GOAT. But to me, scoring will never be the decision maker. Never, never, ever. And when we keep the scoring out of the equation and just take a look at the body of work that Jordan has accomplished and LeBron James has accomplished, Jordan is 6 out of 6 in the finals. Yeah, he made it to the finals 6 times and he won every single one of them. LeBron James, yes, he made it to the finals more often, and it's an incredible accomplishment to make it to the finals that many times. But come on, he lost so many times. He won 4 championships and lost like 6 times, 7 times. I stopped counting. But Jordan never would have allowed it. And another thing, this is also a thing that really bothers me for so many years. To me, Jordan played in a way better era. And if you take a look at the accomplishment of a player, you always have to look, okay, against what competition did he accomplish those things? And LeBron James is playing in an era less physical, less physicality, less hand checking, less talent. And everybody's saying, yeah, but LeBron James is so dominant, he would have been dominant in every era. I'm not saying that he would not be dominant back in the days, but we had also physical players that were also skilled. Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, Kevin Garnett. They were guys who were physical and skilled at the same time. So LeBron James, players like that existed in the past already. Scottie Pippen, very physical player, skilled as hell. Grant Hill, very physical, skilled as hell. We had those type of players back in the days. And yes, LeBron James is probably a little bit more physical, but we had that combination in the past before. And to me, it's just like, even me being a huge Michael Jordan fan, LeBron could accomplish things that I would say, okay, he surpassed Michael Jordan. If LeBron James would win, let's say, 3 more championships and surpass Jordan in that, then I would be willing to say and to accept that LeBron might be on the same level, even though it's hard for me, but I would give LeBron the credit then. But he hasn't accomplished that. Only 4 championships. And another thing that really bothers me, that guy is missing the playoffs this year, probably the year before, being out of the playoffs the year before that. And he has 2 potential All-Stars on his team. I mean, when people say that Jordan also didn't make the playoffs when he was playing for the Wizards, totally get that, but look at the Wizards team. They only had 1 All-Star on that team. And LeBron is playing with Russell Westbrook. He was playing with Anthony Davis, Dennis Schroeder. He had a very talented supporting cast. And you have to, if you are the GOAT, you have to make the playoffs with that team. You have to make the playoffs. So just in my opinion, to make a long story short, with all the things that are happening right now, with LeBron surpassing Kareem, it didn't change a thing in my opinion. LeBron played longer than Michael Jordan. LeBron was drafted when he was 18, so he had way more games than Jordan. So what does it say? Yes, he played longer, and that's why he surpassed Michael Jordan. But take a look at the same time span. Give them both 15 seasons and look who is the better scorer. Jordan is by far the better scorer. And I'm still saying scoring doesn't mean jack. So don't come to me saying that Jordan got surpassed by LeBron just because LeBron's now the first place in scoring. It doesn't mean shit. Yeah? Still give the man credit. It's an incredible accomplishment, but that argument is false and shouldn't mean a thing. Let me know in the comments below what you think. It's just my opinion. I respect everyone's opinion. Everybody's entitled to their. This is just my opinion. But let me know what you guys think. I'm very curious. Let me read it in the comment section. And hopefully I'll see you next time on the Basketball Time Machine.
We should be celebrating the Herculean efforts, the greatness, the commitment to excellence, the superb play, the statesmanship, the ambassadorship of all things that are LeBron James. This dude is something special. I will miss him when he is gone. The game should miss him when he is gone. He is nothing short of phenomenal. His children are watching, his wives, his mama, his wonderful mother Gloria, his boys Maverick and Rich, and everybody else in between, and all of these cats. And nothing but love for them and him. The man is phenomenal. He just ain't MJ.